All right, team, we're playing catch up. We're going through those 3 Saturday games. They're my sad games. I didn't have Haas and had a lot of injuries, concussions. Wasn't great, but we'll get through it. We'll go through the highlights and the lowlights, those that are important to us. And I do have to shout out Connor Tracy. What an incredible game for him. 88 fantasy points, 3 tries, 3 try assists, and a cracking win for the Dogs, which really puts the Broncos down the doghouse, that's for sure. Not a great spot for them to be in, and the Dogs a really good one, a good win for them after losing to the Cows last week. But Curran with the 72, an incredible effort from him, averaging a tick under 50 now for the season. An incredible one it's been, and one of the only guys I've had in my team for the long term. Him and Cotter. Cotter's making it hard now with his head knock to keep him in the side, but hopefully all is good there, and he's back the following week. But yeah, Curran 72. Incredible effort there in the centers too. So end up with 10 tackles, 3 misses. Not too bad for him there with 2 line breaks, a try assist there, and a try. So a cracking effort. That individual try off the inside ball was a banger and a great effort there. Haas did everything he could. 70 minutes there. Still fairly low on the run meter side. 131. Obviously the Dogs having plenty of footy and getting 41 points, but 8 tackle breaks in that time and 3 offloads with 33 tackles made. 70 points for him, 71 minutes. So he had to play a massive amount of time there. And I wonder if that's going to continue going forward if they end up, getting out of finals contention. I definitely didn't expect, they could have lost for sure. A close one, I thought. It was about a 50-50 for me, but I didn't expect this type of effort where they'd get absolutely pongoed. But there you go. Jacob Preston was the big one of the week. I was kind of mentioning there, a tick under a 50 price point, end up with a 65, the full 80 minutes in this one, which was good. 2 line breaks for him, 5 tackle breaks, and offload, a turnover tackle, along with his really solid base. So just, continues to be one of those guys that absolutely dominates and when he gets his opportunity and he's not injured. So there you go. Great score from him. Along with Pat Carrigan. Run a ball this one, 62 in 62 minutes. And much better than last week for those that are playing at home. 23, I think it was last week. So yeah, shocker. And a good return game from him. 62 minutes is a little bit lower than I might have thought, but in the end, Haas played a little bit more. So there you go. But he did come into last game off a bit of an issue with his ankles, so maybe they're just keeping him off it, for little parts of game just to get him through. Marty Tapo with 57 in his 35. Good stuff from there. Stags with a little bounce back game. But this whole team is tough at the moment. How good's Jarrell Skelton? 304 run meters, 2 line breaks and a try. Just continues to get better and better. Everyone gets so excited to watch him play for sure. Hetherington was 66 minutes in the end, so that was a massive one off the bench. You had Sexton in there with 46. Oh, he ended up starting. Scratch that. Sexton, 46 for him. We had Jensen, 46. Pretty solid. Ricky, the same, 45. Burton, 44. Surprising with this one, isn't it? So just run meters were down for him. He wasn't able to get the attacking stats in tackle breaks, in offloads there. And he obviously picked up with a 1 field goal. And only 1 try, line break assist, so just a bit of a lower game for him, nothing special, and he'll have other games where he comes out and really dominates there. Reece Walsh with a 40, so he did pick up a try in there, 7 tackle breaks, but 88 run meters, not good enough, unfortunately, for owners of him. And then Reed Barney's gone back-to-back lowies, so 35 for him, with 2 try assists as well, so that's a little bit concerning, and hopefully that does come back up, and you'll imagine those tackle numbers do come back up when they aren't completely dominating teams, and just didn't expect it in this one, but it is what it is. Josh Curran, a little bit of a worry on him with his knee, MCL, but we'll see how that one plays out. NRL Physio is unsure. He said he could be back next week. It could be maybe a week off as well, but hopefully it's just a bit of a knock and he's okay, but he did come straight off basically after that issue with the trainer that they went through. But he was absolutely crushing this game early, and then obviously base stats wise slowed down once they started scoring a heap of tries. But he was over a point a minute for 20 odd for 20 minutes there, and then slowed it down unfortunately. So that's the tough one with Curran right now. You won't be not buying him anymore, holding steady, and hopefully he gets back to those bigger minutes and keeps going well. He had Bronson Sherry with a 35, kick out 33 with a try. It's a bit gross. Line break and try and picked up to 33. That's not nice. Willison, 25 minutes at the moment, so very low after all the work he had to put in during the middle part of the season. We'll see how he ends up in my side. trades is the worry right now. If anyone who brought in Harry Hayes, he did pick up 39 minutes, which was great, but 18 points. So yeah, PPM nowhere near what it was. Yeah, Cobbo was 17 points, which is pretty gross, and Ezra Mam the same, 17. And the big wild one here was that Bailey Hayward, 17 in 47 minutes. So ran the ball for 7 meters and had 5 missed tackles. So a bit of a shocker there in his one. Hopefully you didn't have to play him if you did own. He'll have better games for sure. And looks like a lot of these middles tended to struggle, especially from sort of the 25-minute onwards. Dean Mariner with the 12 there in 72 minutes and another injury. So hopefully he's okay. Not 100% sure on this stage where he's at, but not too many owners of him in that one. Let's go to Cows Sharks. What a win. I'm glad I tipped them this week. Got a good one there, thank goodness. But Kyle Felt with a 61 with a triple and 4 line breaks, so a massive one from him. And the big one here is Braden Trindle. This wasn't a very high-scoring fantasy game, but if you picked up Trindle, you're very, very happy with a try assist. He does tend to get involved when he's the main guy in all of these attacking stats, which is obviously great for owners. 285 kick meters, 54 on the running side, and he still was able to get 57. So a cracking effort from Braden Trindle there. A big and is still potentially a buy next week if you're looking to get him at an underpriced rate. Murray Taulagi with a try and 4 line breaks, so a good one from him. Back on the wing there, 55 points on his front. Not one we want to look at. Wilton, someone that a few people asked about, said that he could easily get back to it. Got back to 80 minutes and he did, 54 in this one. And that's very, very typical scoreline and stat line for Wilton, which he hasn't seen in a while, to be fair. And then Val Holmes back to business with a 54. And apparently they're looking to, allow him to shop around, which is very interesting. He's someone that has been a mainstay in this team since he came back from the NFL for a good 4 or 5 years now. So, just obviously didn't have his best year this year, and they're probably struggling to keep a lot of their big dogs because they've got 6 Origin guys now, and they all demand a certain amount of a certain price tag for sure. So Val, interesting, and I think Dragons are interested in him for sure. So he might end up down there, which would be a great pickup for the Dragons for sure. Jeremiah, and the 54 for him was good stuff. Anyone looking at him, he's fairly cheap now, under 600k, averaging 48 for the year. But can he do it each week? Jeremiah Nanai with 52 on his game there. So a try assist and a try. Still only 52 for a back rower. It's a weird one sometimes, isn't it? Kale Iro, the big one here, 47 with the try. So he's getting back-to-back tries for Kale now, which is awesome. And just a continued hold in our sides. Drinkwater at 607, a 46. So it's scored above where he's priced at, but 2 try assists, a line break in there. 172 meters. Pretty solid without being crazy. We'll take it against a pretty good side, and hopefully against the lesser sides he can have an explosion type of game like he had. Was it against the Roosters that time where he got 80, which was a cracker. Ramian, 45, had the HIA, so 15 minutes off, but 45 was still great. Robson with 44, just the 30 tackles, 3 turnover tackles. That was massive help for him. Ronaldo with a 44 with a try, so that worked out all right. McInnes, 49 minutes, pretty gross on that front. Keep holding on, but not happy with it in this game. Hopefully that does rise and he gets into a... it just seems to be all over the shop. He'll have 49 minutes. He'll go 60-odd and score 60-odd next week. So you just hold for the rest of the year. Priced at 50, it's not a crazy mark where he's going to go up and down too quickly or too crazily. Ison, great debut. In the end, picked up a try assist, 9 tackle breaks. Did have a couple errors, but 152 meters. We'll be seeing more of him in this league for sure. Very excited for him. Atkinson, 41 with a try there. 278 kick meters, so actually split plenty with Trindle, which, I don't know, hurts Trindle a little bit, but it didn't matter in the end for him. Edwards, Hazleton, McLean, Neem, Hamlin-Ueli, Townsend, Finafuyaki, anyone still got him, 36 in the 80 in the end, but the big sort of downer here was the fact that Britton Nikora got 32. It was great for my side, but I had to watch 70 plus, 70 plus, 70 plus each of the last sort of month of games there, and 35 tackles for him, 3 misses, only 53 run meters. Just get him the ball more. I don't know what teams do with these back rowers. They should be getting them early ball, short balls, whatever it is, just get it to them. They should be 100 meters plus, some of these guys. They're too good with the ball in hand to not be given the ball. So 53 meters, gross. Dearden at 22, a bit low for him. Vailea with 21, 5 missed tackles still. That's got to sort itself out. But 2 line break assists and a try assist for Vailea. Just go on the edges. It was. So Sharks got to sort that out defensively a little bit. And the sad two of the game, like for Cowboys to still win, losing Taumalolo on 10 minutes and Cotter with 19 minutes is pretty wild. So congrats to Cows for doing that. I'm very sad for Cotter. I'll be holding. Price doesn't matter now. We're holding him for the rest of the year, but I do miss him for next week. So hopefully he's all good. It was a pretty rough one. That is for sure. And then the Roosters side against the Eagles. So Teddy was on like 41 in 20 minutes or 42 in 20 minutes and was crushing. Obviously slowed down. Someone and picked up a 62, 2 try assists, a try, 269 run meters, a couple of tackle breaks only. So if he had like that 7 or 8, 9, 10, he'd be up in the 70s, but not to be in this game there, but still a great option going forward. Probably wait until after the bye or just leave it for now, probably. Now it's closer to their bye. But DCE with a 78 for him, a good bounce back after that 40 last week. So if you own, you've picked up a 60 over 2 weeks, which is exactly what you want. And has a bye next week, so keep that in mind for all the Eagles guys. Definitely an option for the back 4 games or so. Walker, he just tends to dominate the last sort of 5-6 rounds, always. Walker in there with a 54. Good stuff from him with a 5 goal, 2 try assist effort. And very limited on the negatives, which is nice for him. Nat Butcher, what about the PPM there? 53 in 52 with 45 tackles. Was great. Suoli'i, a much better game from him on, second game back. Wasn't so great last week, that's for sure. Tupou with 51. Collins 48. Radley 45 with a try. Bit up and down on this edge, that's for sure. But what about Sipley with a try? Anyone still own him? If you did loop him in, let me know in the comments, because ended up pretty good, I think. A lot of the bench guys, fringe guys in our sides got in the 20s or whatever else there. Dom Young 42 with a try. Okay. Brooks, Trebojevic, Jake that is. Watson, 55 minutes. Thank God he made 40 tackles and picked up a line break assist and 41 meters. But 55 minutes. We need him up in the big time, 60, high 60s, 70s, 80, which was expected. But he did pick up an injury, hand, finger, whatever it was there. Not great. Hopefully he comes back and is playing next week. If not, I've got a couple of weeks without him now. I'm without Cotter, I'll be without Garrick, which I would have been anyway with the bye, but a bit of a worrisome one there. Obviously, wish I traded in Haas instead, or just got Starling, and then I wouldn't have picked up Watson this week. I would have picked up someone else, but we'll get there. That's the mistakes that we make and the unluckiness that we cop. Like he's played 80 minutes and averaging like 70 at lock, and then he goes 30, whatever it was, 31 into 40, and didn't play 80 back-to-back games. So sometimes you can't cop, just is what it is. But, those that brought in Angus Crichton, he picked up a 38 in 80 minutes. So I can't complain too much on that. He had a bit of a tough one out there with no attacking stats in a game where there was a lot of points. Terrell May with 39 for those holding on. Not the worst score, not the best score. Surprisingly, with Watson playing 55, that May didn't get any more minutes than the 32. So, what do you do with him? You could probably sell coming into the bye. Hargraves is coming back soon, so something to note as well. Some sold last week, I know, and some will continue to do that. Paseka, Lawton, Waddell, 30 odds for all them. Lenu, 32, 41 minutes for him seems to be the standard. Tommy Turbo, 31. This was the reason to avoid coming into the bye now. Was up against Roosters, which is a tougher clash, and wasn't able to get any of the attacking stats that he got last week. Chen Kum Tong, about 54 minutes for him. Tommy Talau, a try, and 28. It's a bit low on that front. Ben Trebojevic out in the centres, 23. Nathan Brown, back to normal programming. He just had that sort of 5 or 6 weeks where he absolutely crushed it, and then he's back to normal. So I didn't know where that came from. But it is what it was. And then Garrick with 10 in 28 minutes. So our next head knock of the week. Was getting about his business, not going too bad before succumbing to that head knock. Again, third one of the year, so hopefully he's okay post-bye. He's still been posting a bunch of stuff on Instagram or whatever, so hopefully that means something, but who knows at this point. Hopefully he's all good. Brandon Smith for the 24 in 53 minutes, so not great from him and not someone you want to be looking at purchasing, and we hold Garrick if he's all good. Hopefully he is, and not suffering any issues that Lockie Croker has been. So there you go, guys. That's the update for the 3 Saturday games. We'll get into the 5 things I learnt for the week come about lunchtime after work. And I hope you guys have a cracking morning and you had a good end of your a good end of your round. And I hope you guys scored over 1,000 and had a good week. See you guys.